be casual, but they are conversational, sewn into the fiber of life. Revoyr's gift here is in the nuances and subtleties. The ritual of basketball and the rules of neighborhood bind the characters together, make them intimates unified by their yearning, their gains and losses. In an ethnically mixed environment, proximity shapes the interactions, sense of self, and worldview. But it's not always smooth, nor without drama. Nancy is on the cusp of adulthood and has a clear understanding of race and class and how it organizes and divides her neighborhood. Her divorced father, Wendell, has moved them from a Tony, mostly white community in Redondo Beach to working-class Inglewood. The characters must navigate a landscape that is fraught with inter- and intra-racial tensions, whispers of homophobia, and class hierarchies. In these spaces, workarounds are memorized as best as one can. With practice, risk might be conquered by grit, but for all the planning, eluding drama or disaster isn't guaranteed. There were so many mistakes we could make, Nancy reflects. So many ways to abort our futures: crime, pregnancy, gangs, drugs, or simply leaving school and giving up. Adolescence in LA was like Russian roulette, and the game would not be over until we were gone. That kindling for 1992? It's here, too. In the meandering neighborhood walks Nancy takes with Raina, Revoyr tours readers through the effects of white flight and government neglect. Graffiti, gangs, the street-worn crack lady, and the ever-in-the-wind threat of drive-bys, carjackings. From this vantage, more than 25 years gone, we see glimpses of what the neighborhood used to be and what has yet to befall it. All of the buildings were stuccoed in deceptively cheerful colors, but if you looked closely, you could see spots where the paint was flaking off like dead skin. Many of the houses sat behind short chain-link fences, and a few of them had red Spanish-style roofs. Their doors and windows were covered with bars, most of which were black, but some of which were white and decorated with metal flowers, as if design could disguise their function. Several of the properties had for sale signs on their lawns. The signs usually stayed there for a year or two before the landlord or the family who lived there gave up and finally took them down. A generation earlier, those properties would have sold in a matter of weeks, and there were still suggestions of what the neighborhoods had once been. In these hard-scrabble neighborhoods, Nancy and her crew are more than stars. They are hope. They balance the weight of the community's pride and expectations on their shoulders, but even that leg up offers limited reward. The opportunities were narrow for women. These were the years before the WNBA, and the end of high school ball may be the end of not just a slot as a star athlete, but a chance at something larger: college, a dream that might put you in play, raise your odds for a better future. But they all saw how tenuous that was. They'd seen careers and all manner of other future dreaming crashed at the side of the road. Injury, pregnancy, jail time weren't just short detours. They required a life's full reimagining. The game day high fives and stay toughs weren't just expressions of school spirit. People didn't just root from the stands or in the hallways. The entire neighborhood was invested. A little bit of hubris and hope could go a long way. Nancy and her winning team represented strength and pride of place, of territory. In the fragmentation of the community, so much of that had been worn away. Revoyr understands that some of this diminished pride can be recaptured by knowing the past, the struggles and gains and the strength of forebears. In a key scene, Nancy drifts into a local convenience store to get her pre-game good luck Twix bar. Even more, however, she is pulled by the stories its proprietor, Mr. Wilson, dispenses, the stories that others no longer reference or have forgotten. Mr. Wilson, a neighborhood griot of sorts, holds them, doles them out if asked. He was like a walking history book that nobody wanted to read. Nancy wants to